Hello my lovelies, today I'm filming a video that I'm so excited about. Here and there I talk about anime on my channel, but today I really wanted to film an anime focused video. So today I'm going to film a video on outfits that are inspired by my favorite female characters in some of my favorite animes. I love watching these anime inspired outfit videos. However, I want to make mine a little different. So I decided not only am I going to show anime inspired outfits and show you the pieces that I have, I'm also going to do a character analysis of my favorite female characters. These character analysis are going to be my personal opinions, so feel free to argue about it in the comments. I also want to apologize in advance. I try to go back to a lot of these animes and learn how to pronounce certain names, and I tried my best to see how other people pronounce certain mangaka's names. I probably am still gonna make a mistake, so I just want to apologize in advance if I don't say a name properly. If I don't pronounce the names properly, just leave it in the comments that I didn't pronounce it properly. I never want to come off as someone who's disrespecting a name and disrespecting a culture, so please let me know if I say anyone's name wrong. I hope you guys enjoy the video and I hope you guys enjoy the outfits. So anyways, I'm gonna stop with this introduction and let's get to the actual video. The first three characters I'm going to go into are going to be three characters from the big three. Now, I know that this is controversial as to what the big three is. I don't understand why. It's pretty cut in stone. I'm not going to argue. Look it up. The big three is One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. The first character I'm going into is from Bleach, written by the mangaka Tite Kubo. The first character I'm going to go into is Yoruichi. Bleach will forever be my favorite anime. The art style is amazing, just the swag within the manga in general. I feel old saying that. I think the new word for swag is riz. However, there is a specific reason as to why I like Bleach the most, and that is because of the way Tite Kubo writes people of color into his anime. He writes them so good that it's just chef's kiss. I find that a lot of mangakas struggle with writing people of color. I don't know if it's a struggle or they're just writing what their idea of a person of color is. There are multiple versions of people of color. And when I'm talking about a person of color, more specifically, I'm talking about a black person. Anytime a mangaka writes in a character of color into their story, I find that they always create this ignorantly loud muscle head who has little to no control of their temper. And yes, I'm throwing shade at Naruto because I honestly hate the way characters of color are written into that anime, in manga in general.
I said what I said!
However, Tite Kubo does not write his characters like that. I had a newfound appreciation for it because the character was created that was a black woman who was just thriving and coexisting in a world with others. Yoruichi's character as a whole is based off of her ability to stick to her convictions no matter how serious and severe the situation is. Her whole reasoning for abandoning her position as captain and leaving the Soul Society was based off of her doing what she felt was right. Besides that, her loyalty to those she cares about goes beyond just protecting them. She doesn't try to change those around her. Instead, she acknowledges the differences of those around her and adjusts the best way she can. Also, to me, I think her character is super funny, so that's always going to be a plus. Okay, so let's get into the first outfit. No, not that one. Get your heads out of the gutter, you weirdos. You guys are insane. This is YouTube. There's certain websites where you could see that. Wait, now this I could work with. All jokes aside, the outfit that caught my eye and I chose to wear, I believe we saw this outfit a lot in Soul Society. I don't have a black jumpsuit, so I opted for a black turtleneck that I thrifted and a pair of black leggings that I got from Amazon. To match her orange top, I used this button-up blouse that I got from the thrift store, and it's this beautiful, bright, neon neon orange blouse. I think these like shin guard things that she wears is a big part of her outfit. So I ended up buying half warmers. This is the only item that I actually bought, and I actually bought for this video, but I feel like it fit the outfit really well. And the shoes that I'm wearing are just these black and gold flats that I also thrifted. The second character that I'm going to go into is from Naruto, which was written by the mangaka Masashi Kishimoto. I really hope I'm saying his name right. Although I do enjoy Naruto, when it comes to women in Naruto, I will say that Kishimoto did not do the best at writing female characters. Once you hit Boruto, basically all the female ninjas become housewives, and that's basically it. Even though the writing for the female characters in Naruto is extremely questionable, I will say that Kishimoto did a really good job at introducing a character like Tsunade. I love Tsunade's character. Not only does she demand respect as a woman, but she demands respect as a shinobi in general. Besides the fact that her healing abilities are like the best in this anime world and universe, she also has strength that even some of the strongest shinobi in this world have not even come close to. When we first were introduced to her character, she was a drunk who had terrible luck gambling, and she had nothing but terrible things to say about the position of Hokage. Going further into her character and going further within the series, we find out that her hatred towards the position of Hokage is more of her resentment towards the position of Hokage. She resents the fact that the two men that she loved the most in this world, being her brother and her husband, strived so hard to become Hokage that it ended up costing them their lives.
Damn, double homicide.
The shinobi world, at the end of the day, is a dark and depressing world that takes away from a lot of people, and she knows that firsthand. The shinobi world takes a lot, but it also gives a lot too. And with the help of Naruto, she learns that. She learns that the shinobi world gives protection and hope to others. And with her becoming Hokage, she's able to give protection and hope to those of her village that need it the most. I will always appreciate her character, and I will always appreciate a female character that has unnatural strength, blinding beauty, and respect from her comrades. When it comes to Tsunade, there's really one outfit that she wears the most throughout the series, and that's the outfit that I decided to try to recreate. But she basically wears like a green jacket over her clothing, so I decided to wear this green cardigan that I thrifted, and underneath I wore a dark gray crop top with a pair of black leggings, the same pair that I wore in the first outfit. Both of those clothing pieces are from Amazon. And now when it comes to the shoes, I am obsessed with platform shoes and heels. Honestly, this is the main reason why I love Tsunade. I love the fact that she fights and kicks ass in her heels. So for shoes, I opted for these platform sandals that I'm obsessed with, and I got them from Target. The next character that I'm gonna go into is from the anime One Piece, written by the mangaka Eiichiro Oda. I'm just gonna say Oda because a lot of people know him as Oda. The character from One Piece that I'm going to be doing an outfit for is Nico Robin. I love her story, and I love her character development within the series. And really, I feel like there's no beating Nico Robin. Nico Robin is a perfect example of just because your story started a certain way does not mean that it has to end in that same exact way. She paved herself a new path when it comes to life. Figuratively and literally, there was a path literally made for her, made out of ice. All jokes aside, personally, I don't believe that she let the hatred that the world had towards her consume her. And I don't think she let her anger and hatred for the world government and the world in general consume her either. She made sure that the steps that she took in life led her to what everyone on her island sacrificed their lives for. The downside to anyone trying to live life based off of a goal and based off of just trying to find this one thing and succeed at this one goal is the fact that she put little to no value in her life, which is very contradictory of how the world saw her, in my opinion, because the world government literally made her a criminal at such a young age because of how valuable she was and how valuable the knowledge that she held was. Luckily, later in the series, we see that she's able to realize and understand the value that she holds as a person. What I found the most interesting about her character is her ability to respect others. We see this a lot with her relationship with Luffy, who is the captain of the pirate crew. Compared to her, Luffy truly has little to no intelligence. And despite the fact that she understands that, she doesn't let that prevent her from seeing the value in who he is as a person, but also mainly as a captain. Her respect towards others is extremely impressive because going into her backstory, she received like little to no respect from anyone around her. She was able to push through that and still show respect for others is honestly impressive. I truly will always appreciate and love a character who sees the worst in the world, and instead of letting that get rid of every ounce of humanity they have left, they take that pain and use it to become the hope that the world needs. Nico Robin has so many outfits that are cute. The outfit that I was inspired by was her famous Enhy's Lobby outfit. I don't own that beautiful dress, but I created an outfit that was somewhat similar. So what I'm wearing is a crop top black cardigan from Target. I thrifted it, but it's from the Target brand. And underneath that crop top, I'm wearing another crop top, which is just a white crop top from Amazon. And for the skirt, I really love the lace trim that was on the dress that Robin wore. So I opted for this short black skirt that I got from H&M, and it has this beautiful black trim around it. So to make it more practical and to make it work with the clothing that I already own, I opted for my black Doc Marten boots. The character that I'm going into next is from the series Soul Eater. It's the post-quill, I believe, of Fire Force. Regardless, both were written by the mangaka Atsushi Akubo. I really hope I'm saying that right. And the character that I'm going into is Maka. In the Soul Eater world, they have weapons and meisters. Both the weapons and meisters are able to take human form. The weapons are able to take weapon forms, whether it's a scythe, someone even wears like armored gloves. We get introduced to this character named Maka, who is basically nepotism baby of this world. Her mother is a world famous meister, and her dad is a death scythe, which is the highest position a weapon could get. Her being a nepo baby is actually the least interesting characteristic of her character. The one thing the mangaka did the best was showing and emphasizing how driven Maka was. When we first meet her, she's basically in the middle of a quote-unquote mission. She's working with her weapon, whose name is Soul. He's a scythe, and basically they're working together to make Soul a death scythe. And honestly, they get very close for such young kids who are basically in what I would say is high school. A lot of people will hear this or even see this and think, wow, she's extremely driven. But what I think this episode shows more is who she's driven for. Despite the fact that Soul becoming a death scythe would make her look good, the main reason why she's even going through all this is because she wants Soul to become a death scythe because he wants to be a death scythe. However, there is a downside to her caring about her friends so much, is the fact that if she's unable to protect her friends in such a vulnerable and dangerous world, she takes that personally, and her taking that personally then turns into an insecurity about her fighting style and her ability to protect her friends around her. Her character as a whole craves or strives for the ability to create deeper bonds with those around her, except for her dad. But honestly, as an introvert, I envy people and characters like Maka who go out of their way to create deeper bonds with the people around her. Now, when it comes to Maka's outfit, it was going to be a challenge. I really wanted to make it work. I think the trench coat that she wears and the scythe that she uses makes her look cooler than most women in anime. I sadly do not own a scythe, so I had to opt for just the trench coat. I got this huge black trench coat from the thrift store, and what I wore underneath was this white collared crop top from H&M, and I paired it with this beige cream color sweater vest. Also from H&M, and I didn't have a red skirt. I don't own a red plaid skirt, at least, so I paired it with this beige or this dark brown plaid skirt that I own, and it ended up matching perfectly. It's just basically a very beige version of the outfit that Maka wears. And for the shoes, again, I decided just to wear my black Doc Martens. I can say out of this whole video, I actually think this is my favorite outfit that I created. The final character that I'm going into is from Jujutsu Kaisen. It's probably one of the biggest new gen animes and mangas out there. So Jujutsu Kaisen is a manga written by Gege Akutami. I really hope I'm saying it right. The character that I'm going into from Jujutsu Kaisen is actually my zenin. I know, when it comes to the zenin clan, I know there's characters that people find to be more interesting, and Mai is actually a twin, and when it comes to that sibling relationship, people like Maka way more than Mai. When we first are introduced to Mai, she's basically a total bitch. That's the best way you could put it. She's a bully to her older twin sister, which nobody would expect that to be the case. However, when we go into the series, we find that she's actually the opposite. She wasn't entirely the opposite. At the end of the day, she was still a huge bully to her sister, but later in the series, we do find out her reasoning as to why she is like that. She is a part of a huge clan of fighters, which is the Zenin clan. She accepted what that meant for her life, but the main reason why she accepted a life like that was because she got to live that life with her older sister Maki. But Maki, personally, she just couldn't live the life that others wanted her to live. She just didn't want to. She wanted to live her own life. Maki basically just couldn't accept that life, so she ended up leaving the clan, which caused Mai to feel abandoned, which later turned into resentment. Her mean exterior truly was just a distraction to prevent others from seeing how she truly felt, which was alone. She was okay with a crappy life as long as she was able to live a crappy life with her older sister Maki. And I think this is a great example of how she cares and loves the people around her so deeply, more specifically her older sibling. Yeah, I get it. She treated her older sister Maki like crap most of her life, but when it came down to it, she showed up for her sister and she protected her sister in the best way she knew how. And she did that until the very end, figuratively and literally. And that means more than anything she's ever said. Now going into Mai's outfit, the outfit that I decided to wear, and I didn't see the outfit often, but it was my favorite outfit of hers, which was basically a sleeveless turtleneck with a long skirt that kind of had like a slit to it. So to match her outfit, I didn't have anything in navy blue, but I was able to match the outfit in black. I had this black knit sleeveless turtleneck sweater thing, which I thrifted, and I also wore it with this long black skirt that has slits on the side. I also thrifted that skirt, and I just wore them with some black pumps from Target. Anyway, that is it for the video. I really hope you guys liked it. This is kind of different from the videos that I post, so I'm like scared that nobody's gonna find it interesting, but I want to create content that I like, and I was really excited to make this video, and I had so much fun filming it. So I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you guys have the best rest of your day. Bye, my lovelies.